Welcome all of you. Today we are going to see some examples in electromagnetic waves, this chapter, and very simple examples we take because this topic is limited to 11th standard. And so let us start. First one, the example as if electrical component. Example number 1, if the electrical component E component of plane EM waves of a plane EM wave is represented with the equation represented by E is equal to 2 sin x plus 5 t unit vector j, then express magnetic component and calculate lambda wavelength and angular frequency of the wave. So this is a simple example we solve here. The given equation is solution. Here we see that given equation is E is equal to 2 sin x plus 5 t unit vector j. This is along y-axis. Here we comparing with the standard equation. E is equal to E0 sin 2 pi x upon lambda minus 2 pi by 2 pi t by capital T. So we compare this standard equation and given equations. So the peak value E0 is 2, and therefore 2 pi x by lambda is nothing but equal to x. The factor in bracket, they are comparable, so x gets cancels. 2 pi is equal to lambda units, or take the value of pi as 3.142. it is nothing but 2 into 3.142 is nothing but 6.284 units. This is the wavelength of the wave. Now second one is frequency. So we compare here. 2 pi by t is nothing but equal to 5, and that is nothing but 2 pi by t is nothing but omega. Therefore omega is nothing but 5 radian per second. This is the angular frequency. This is very simple, basic fundamental equation based example. Now we shall take one more example. In this topic, in the previous, we have to expression remains here. The expression in the last example, the expression for magnetic component is given by expression for magnetic component. For expression we have C is equal to E0 upon B0. Therefore, B0 is equal to E0 upon C. E0 E0 is given as 2 upon 3 into 10 raised to 8. So this is nothing but 0.66 into 10 to the power minus 8. This is B0, value of B0. As B is directed, it is directed, as B is directed along Z axis and frequency wavelength remains same. So we write B is equal to B0 means 0.66 10 to the power minus 8 sine 2 pi to sine of 2x plus 5 into t into k. This is the expression for magnetic field at that given instant. Magnetic field. The example is, if a plane EM wave travels of frequency, a plane EM waves of frequency 25 megahertz travels in a space along positive direction of x-axis at a particular point in space and time. E is given as 63 unit vector J volt per meter. What is the value of B? At this point? What is the value of B at this point here? So, very simple example. Since we know that E is nothing but B into C, or E by C is nothing but B, we have to calculate B. B is nothing but E upon C. E is given as 6.3 upon 3 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second. This is the value of speed of light in space. So 2.1 into 10 raised to minus 8 Tesla is the value. Now, since E is directed along y-axis with a unit vector J, C is directed along x-axis. Therefore, B is directed along z-axis with unit vector K. So this is, therefore B is given as 2.1 10 to the power minus 8 unit vector k Tesla. This is the expression for magnetic field at that point. I shall take third one example. So in this chapter, what problems can be asked? They depends on calculation of frequency, wavelength, speed, magnitude of electrical component, magnitude of magnetic component, then phase angle, intensity of wave, or the amplitude of wave. Such type of examples can be asked in exam. So third one example I here take as example 3. The magnetic field in a plane magnetic field in a plane EM wave is given by By is equal to 2 into 10 raised to minus 7 sine 0.5 10 raised to into 10 raised to 3 x t 3x plus 1.5 10 raised to 11 t Tesla. Then what is asked here? First one is find what is wavelength and frequency of the wave. This is the first question, and second one related to the example is write again expression for electric field. This is the second question. Frequency and wavelength. So here we again compare with a standard equation. So let us see the solution. Comparing with a standard equation, B is equal to B0 sine 2 pi x by lambda plus t by capital T. We get first answer 2 pi by lambda is equal to 0.5 into 10 raised to 3, and therefore lambda is equal to 2 pi upon 0.5 into 10 raised to 3 means 1.26 centimeter. This is the wavelength. Comparing with the standard equation, here 2 pi x by lambda is equal to 0.5 10 raised to 3x. So with this comparison, we have the answer of wavelength as 1.26 centimeter. Now the second is frequency. Again comparing the value t upon capital T is equal to 1.5 10 raised to 11 t, we get frequency nu is equal to 1 upon capital T is equal to 1.5 10 raised to 11 upon 2 pi is equal to 23.9 gigahertz. So this is the simple calculations that we have to perform frequently at home, and we search such examples from different books and may practice how to solve the examples in different manner. It is also part of interest. Now the second one is here in the example, second part remaining is here. E0 is given by B0 into C, so that is equal to 2 into 10 raised to minus 7 Tesla into 3 into 10 raised to 8 centimeter per second. So this comes as a 6 into 10 raised to 1 or 60 meter per 60 units, or it is known as 60 units Newton per Coulomb. So Ez is nothing but 60 units sine 0.5 10 raised to 3 x plus 1.5 10 raised to 11 t volt per meter is the expression. Now this should be along z axis, and so we write a unit vector k, and then unit volt per meter. So such type of simple examples we consider in standard 11, and for details we may refer different books. It is part of our interest. Now I would like to proceed for the different modes of propagation of EM waves. Modes of propagation. Different modes of propagation of EM waves. So there are three modes. First one is known as ground wave propagation. Second one is known as sky wave propagation. And third one is known as space wave propagation. The propagation type depends on the frequency range of the wave, also for the purpose for which it is used for that purpose, and the system which is used for that, or the setup which is used, mechanical setup or instrumental setup which is used for that propagation. These all will be of much importance while we consider the different types of propagation. So as the word ground is there, it means it is very near to ground. It is upper part of the atmosphere is used, and this is space wave, means it is used for the nearest layers of atmosphere. And so depending on the layers, depending on the frequencies, depending on the properties of wave, these types are discussed. Now first of all we shall consider the first one, which is known as ground wave propagation. So suppose this is Earth's surface, and there is a transmitter which is mounted on the surface of Earth. So this is a transformer, this is the transmitter, and here that transmitter transmits. This is the transmitter, which is the first important part of the communication system. The transmitter is there, which sends the waves, TV signals, just like they sends towards the receiver. So when the waves they are radiated by this transmitter, the wave propagates along the surface of the wave, just close to the surface of wave, and therefore it is also known as ground wave or surface wave propagation. This is also have another word, surface wave propagation. What happens when a transmitter gives signals, radio signals, the wave they propagates very close to surface of Earth. As the height of the antenna or height of the transmitter is increased, it depends on the height of transmitter. If it is increased very much, then the long distance will be covered by the waves transmitted from the transmitter. Therefore, the wave front of the wave becomes longer and longer as the wave travels much and much distance. So when the wave go very far away from the transmitter, the wave front increases, and when wave front increases, there is a possibility of decrease in its strength. So strength of the wave is decreased due to some obstacles, resistance of air or current produced in the ground, induced current, mostly it is called as induced current, and therefore the strength increases. So when these waves, in ground wave propagation, wave propagates close to surface of earth, and so it is called as surface wave propagation also. There is a decrease in intensity as wavefront increases, and therefore they are not used for longer distance communication or longer distance. No longer distance can be covered with the help of this type of propagation, and so we choose a very limited frequency up to 3 megahertz, and this frequency is used for the ground wave propagation, is useful for local broadcasting, TV signals or FM band radio also. So local communication, local transmission can be done with the help of this type of wave propagation. This is very simple method. But if we want to increase the range, again the height should be increased, and it is most risky that we cannot increase the height of transmitter beyond some certain limit, because there is again tilt, it may tilt, and it may induce the frequency. If we increase the height, it is risky. If we increase the frequency, it will induce the more current in the ground, and so these two purposes are limited over some distance, and therefore we use the another type of wave communication that is known as sky wave propagation. So the first one is ground wave communication, and the second one is, we now see, the sky wave propagation. In sky wave propagation, we use the ionosphere, the major part of ionosphere, which contains free electron density, and therefore these electrons take part in communication in good manner. So here is the Earth's surface, and there are two antennas. One is known as transmitter, and second one is known as receiver. So from transmitter, signals are sent towards ionosphere, and they are received back towards receiver after reflection from ionosphere. After reflection from ionosphere, this type of propagation is called as sky wave propagation. Here the density, electron density, increases during night and it decreases during daytime. So as there is a variation of temperature, there is a variation of electron density in the layer, so mostly during night this type of wave propagation is preferable. The propagation of electromagnetic waves with the reflection of ionosphere is known as sky wave propagation. The frequency used here 3 megahertz to 30 megahertz, and here the maximum distance covered from transmitter to receiver is not more than 4000 kilometer. It is also up to the limited distance. So 4000 kilometer can be captured with the help of skywave propagation. Now we shall see the third one is space wave propagation. Again frequency is increased, means work is more, and here two antennas are set up. One is called transmitter, another is receiver. Here the part of troposphere, atmospheric layer, troposphere plays important role in space wave communication. So from tropospheric level, the waves either incident on troposphere, then come back to receiver, this is transmitter, this is receiver, or by directly they will approach from transmitter to receiver, or by reflection from ground surface they also can be sent for the propagation. This is Earth surface. So the propagation in which the waves are reflected either from ground surface or from reflection after the tropospheric layer, or directly from propagation from transmitter to receiver. These three modes of these three paths are considered in case of space wave communication, space wave propagation. So in this case, the frequency is higher frequency, it is 80 megahertz to 200 megahertz. These are the preferred frequencies, and they are used for TV transmission. They are used in radar because the range of frequency lies in the microwave region. So microwaves, they are preferred. Now here we have two definitions. So such type of three propagations can be considered for the electromagnetic waves. Now there is a definition of range. What is range? It is nothing but the distance, straight distance covered by the wave when it is emitted from transmitter, wave which when touches first at ground surface and then reflects towards receiver. This distance is known as range. So here if we draw a diagram and there are two transmitters here, one transmitter antennas, transmitter and receiver here. This is transmitter, this is receiver. The first distance here, it is known as D, it is range. From this transmitter waves passes towards receiver. Here if we draw a center of earth, this distance is known as radius of earth, which is equal to 6400 kilometer. This distance, if height of receiver and transmitter is h, then this distance is again equal to r plus h, and since this is perpendicular, it is 90 angle. So here d square plus r square is equal to r plus h square. By this trigonometric relation we find d is equal to under root of 2hr. So this is the distance the first when wave touches first at the ground. D plus D, This is nothing but total distance, or it is called as total distance covered during space wave propagation is nothing but 2d, or it is nothing but 2 under root of 2hr. Now area covered during this propagation is nothing but pi into d square, or it is nothing but pi into 2 pi hr. And population covered is given as how much population will get benefit of these rays, these radio waves. Population covered will be equal to population density of that area multiplied by area covered. So these are the some basic formulae and concept of modes of propagation of waves. With this small explanation and simple explanation of mathematical examples, we have seen the range of electromagnetic waves. Now I again summarize this a scale which is it is a paper cutting, just like paper cutting, and here in this paper cutting I have made some scale with coloring. Here from right to left, as we move, the radio waves, microwaves, infrared rays, visible, ultraviolet, X-rays, gamma rays are shown. The wavelengths are 10 raised to minus 16 to 10 raised to plus 5 in meters. This green color band is known as ultra high frequency band. Infrared are ranges from 10 raised to 13 to 10 raised to 14 hertz, and very small region is left which is known as visible, which is useful for our eye to see the world around us. Ultraviolet ranges in the wavelength of 10 raised to minus 7 to minus 9 meter. Gamma rays with this band 10 raised to minus 10 to 10 raised to minus 16, and X-rays 10 raised to 17 hertz to 10 raised to 19 hertz. These are frequency decreasing scale and wavelength increasing scale. This is a simple method to by heart the frequency and the wavelength of the electromagnetic spectrum. Thank you very much.